What's up, guys? I'm Hyder. I hope you're doing good. And I'm going to be breaking down the title track from my just recently released full-length album, Signal. This is the final song of the album. The whole thing is out now. If you want to listen to it, link in the description. It's been a long time coming. I'm glad everything is out now, and I'm just really excited with the reception so far with everything. It's been insane. You guys are amazing. And I had so much fun making all of these tracks, and I can't wait to announce some stuff real soon. There's not going to be a big old break like there was between Deep Cuts and this album. I'm going to have a lot more consistent stuff coming out, so I cannot wait to talk to you guys about that really soon. So in the meantime, let's jump into this track and go through everything. So the first thing I came up with for this track are these main keys that you hear in the intro. This is like the full closer to the whole album, so I really want everything to really just go in on that losing signal theme, especially for this song being the title track. Even these keys that you hear in the intro, as they kind of ring out, it feels like they're almost losing signal, like they're deteriorating, and I wanted everything in this song to kind of fit into that theme. Everything in the intro here kind of builds up to get into that first verse. I have some wind sounds going on, some extra textures building in. The bass is filtering in as well. And this bass builds into the main 808 for the verses. That atmosphere kicks back in. It's very subtle, but to make this section a little bit more filled out and textured, I have some guitar layers going on here, some distorted guitar. And some leads. And then the drums kick in as well. Leading us into the pre-chorus, I got some interesting stuff going on here. And that takes us into the clean guitar. Continuing that theme of losing signal, I wanted to go with a bit crush sound for this to keep it a little bit more interesting rather than just a straight clean guitar. Highlighting some of the vocal stuff going on here, I have some extra guitar layers in the background. And then that takes us into the next section. I'm not sure if these are really verses or bridges or what they are. This song almost operates in a linear fashion. It does have a chorus that comes back, but no section here repeats. You're getting different stuff every single time. So this section, we get some chords that come in, some synth chords. Very noisy analog sound. Along with that, I have some clean guitar layers going on in the left and right doing different things. I have this vocal stutter effect going along with the plucking, as well as some granular stuff going on in the background as well. Some granular vocal stuff to kind of fill out this space even more. And then in the second half of this section, everything comes together and starts to build and build. The main synth chords change up. I have this little piano arp that comes in to add some texture and rhythm, some extra string layers here. And then that leads us into a chilled out section. I have some ambience that comes in. The lyrics in this section talking about nighttime and sirens. I wanted to make it feel like you're sitting outside. The guitar comes back. I threw in this recording of police driving by. I was sitting outside and I recorded it. I was like, oh, maybe this would be good for a song in the future. So I ended up using it here and it just fit the environment of the song like perfectly. And this is all building up to the final chorus here. Some of the stuff from the final chorus is kind of fading in here, but I'll just show that off in the actual chorus itself. So like I was saying in this song, it's technically a pretty linear song. The chorus does come back, but the actual instrumental backing for it is completely different. Even the actual delivery of the chorus is completely different than the first time around. Pretty much a different chorus, I guess. The 808 comes back, but it's a little bit more harsher this time. I wanted to try and do a hybrid like I've never done or heard before. I wanted to make a trap shoegaze kind of song, and I guess that's kind of how it comes together here at the end, because I've never heard anything like that, and I like the idea of combining genres and stuff. I also have these distorted guitars coming in along with that. I also have these lead guitars come in that are kind of the main hook. I also have these super stretched out leads that kind of sound a little scary on their own, but together with everything else, it fits really well. I have this little sample from the Underscores sample pack. Shout out Underscores. This is really just like in the background, but I liked the sound a lot. I wanted it to start off the chorus. That is pitched down a whole octave and stretched out a little bit. Going along with all of that, I have this Juno ARP kind of sound coming in as well. Backing that main kind of hook lead I was talking about, I have some extra guitar layers here. And as this chorus ends, everything is slowly fading out in a big wall of noise. I have this reverse guitar layer come in that sounds really interesting in the right ear. I'm a massive fan of Revolver by the Beatles, and if you know the song Tomorrow Never Knows, there's a lot of really cool reverse effects going on in that song. So I wanted to do something kind of similar because I absolutely adore that song. There was so much cool stuff going on. I wanted to incorporate a little bit of that magic into this song here at the end. Leading us into the actual outro of the album, I really wanted to make it interesting. So I have some extra textures going on here, some granular stuff. And this is the final send-off for the album thematically and literally. I really wanted to just hammer in that idea of losing signal. So coming out of that final chorus into this section, this guitar is caked in reverb, distortion, phaser, and just a ton of different effects going on here. Some extra little lead layers to keep it a little more interesting. And then all of that eventually disintegrates into just noise and signal loss. And then we get into the very ending where we get into the phone message.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Hider is not available.
And then the whole album comes to a close on a pretty sad note. Just thematically for the whole album, the idea of losing signal, losing touch with someone is definitely prevalent through a lot of the themes of all of the songs, and texturally as well, songwriting wise as well. And it was just a lot of fun to make this whole album. Probably the most solid concept that I've done on any album. Deep Cuts, I was kind of toying with the idea and had a little bit of a loose concept there, but this one I really wanted to go all out. But that's everything for the title track Signal for my album Signal. If you want to hear the whole thing in its entirety, again, you can listen at the link in the description. The full movie is out now if you want to go watch that as well. I also have lyric videos for all of the songs of the album, and I have some behind the scenes stuff coming up, so stay tuned for that. I'm really excited to tease some new music even after this. I'm going to be really consistent, so make sure to stay up to date with that. If you want to, you can subscribe here on YouTube. You can follow me over on Instagram, where I'll be posting updates about new content, new music or videos. videos and maybe be teasing some new stuff on there. And of course on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever streaming service you use, make sure to follow me over there so you get updated whenever I drop new music. I love you guys so much. This whole journey of this album has been incredible. I can't thank you all enough. Shout out to everyone who helped me film the music videos for this. Shout out to Sage Charmaine for featuring on Let Me Know. That was a lot of fun working on that track with her. Big thanks to Spencer Martin for mastering this entire album. This is the first album where I ever got it professionally mastered, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. And shout out to you guys for continuing to listen to me. It really means the world to me. Make sure to stay updated with me because I can't wait to release new music and show you guys what I have in store for you next. So love you guys. Peace.